Let's see if it
Changed my mind on Relic Delta. I'm now supportive of it. After CG post and thinking more about it plus hearing more about testing results.
I think it's going to be fine. As with anything, that's a good call. So I am not averse to... I'm not very... How can I word this? I'm fairly risk averse when it comes to my personal safety. Like, I'm not going to go... I don't want to go rock climbing. I don't want to go jumping out of planes. I don't want to go parachuting. I don't like that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like playing games and even work, things that I do, I don't know how to really put this. Like, I have almost no risk aversion in those situations, and for me, like, I look at what Capital Games is doing with the rollout of Relic Delta. They announced it very early. They are doing, they're testing it with people that are very capable of testing. I don't include myself in that. I'm just a guy along for a ride. Let's move over to somebody. Well, that confusion is helping, isn't it? So I think that they're taking their time with it, rolling out in the right way, taking community feedback, listening to the feedback, listening to the content creators, watching the testing, letting other people test it, and I think that they're going to make a good decision with Relic Delta. Now, is it going to change how we do the game? Absolutely. Absolutely. I made a video about it today, how these changes are coming. Tomorrow's video is going to go even more in-depth as to what I think some of those changes might look like in the near future for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. So keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. By the way, I won't be here streaming tomorrow. I've got a day trip with my wife, but I've got Monday off work, so I'm going to be here Monday morning. We're going to stream Raid Shadow Legends in the morning, and then I'll jump right back on. We're going to do a lot of Galaxy Heroes on Monday as well. So stay tuned for that. I am part of the testing team. I haven't done any for a little bit. It's kind of been a busy week for me. I've had a lot going on. I haven't had a chance to really dig into it. So I am part of the test. And I'd also say, I feel like me, as the way my brain works, I feel like I'm a lot less equipped to test than others that are in the testing. Like Playbook is very much dialed in to test. I feel like Agnard's is really, like, his brain works really well for testing. I feel like almost everybody's brain works better for testing than mine does. My brain works like, I can put out some small stuff. I don't really feel like, you know, making spreadsheets, and I don't analyze the deltas very well, I don't think. I don't feel like I look at it and go, well, this Relic 3 against that Relic 4 and this and that and the other thing. And I kind of also feel like even with the testing, I've got to wait and see it live, where we've got mods applied, where we got Omicrons applied, we've got Datacrons applied, data, you know, whatever. I feel like until it gets in the full mode, we're not really going to see it. But I do feel like I think that there are a lot of positive and interesting changes coming to the game in the next 2 months, like this year. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how all that rolls out, what it looks like in its end state, and what it means for you and me as players. Very, very interesting stuff. And I do not fear change. I do not fear change. So bring the change. Let's see what it looks like. Let's have some fun. That's what I would say. And I would concur with the take that... Do I have any Art Cartel? I do, I think. Yeah. I'm going to concur with the idea that Relic 9 is underutilized for how long it's been out. Now, we could say, well, they should have developed it right the first time, but that doesn't matter. We don't have... Nobody owns a flux capacitor. Nobody can jump in a DeLorean, take it to 88 miles an hour, go back in time, and redo what's been done. It can't be done. So you take a look and you say, well, when they released Relic 9, they should have made it more valuable and more, you know, it would have engaged people more with the content, and there'd be a lot more Relic 9s in the game right now. But you can't go back and do that. You can't go back and do that. So I get all of it. I get all of it. Now, I also understand this. I think these are the two parts of Relic Delta that really drives them to do this. One, the higher Relic levels are not performing at what they would expect. You know, when a Relic 3 to 5 team can come out and smack down a Relic 9 team and there's no difference, I get it, we want strategy, but there is a lot of logic to that being a problem in the game. And it's definitely a problem for people not investing in Relic 9, so if you want to have Relic 10 come out, you've got to have people invested in Relic 9. If you want to have Relic 10, which we've been talking about for 4 years, we have to have Relic 9. For more people to engage in Relic 9 over time, Relic 9 has to mean more in the community. So I get all that. The second thing, we have to kill Vandor Chewy here first, right? Well, now I can't kill Vandor Chewy. The second thing I would say that I think is also true is that if the current system... And this is where it gets a little bit out of my sphere of knowledge for sure. If the current system of, you know, if building Relic 10 and then Relic 11 a year later and then Relic 12 a year after that, whatever, is not scalable, where meaning they have to completely develop it every time from scratch. If it's not a scalable system, then we would see a lot less development of new actual content in the game. Like Relic 11, Relic 12, Relic 10, that's not new content. That's just power. That's just power creep, right? If you want new content in the game, but every Relic level requires the developers to sit there for 3 to 4 to 6 months and really, you know, hammer out the next Relic level development. But if they do Relic Delta, then it enables them to just click the button and go to the next Relic level. That's gonna leave a lot more room open for improving territory wars and Grand Arena and other stuff in the game as well. That's my speech about it. That's how I feel about all the changes going on in the game right now, and that's what I think when we look at it from an eagle eye perspective. When I really think about it, I think those are the two main driving factors. And so we could try to be positive. We could wait for change. We could all adjust to the change, and then we'll see how it affects us. I think it's a smart rollout, and yeah, they used or utilized the content creators, but the content creators also got access before to say, here's how we're testing this. We got some very highly intelligent, analytical thinking content creators that are testing this and giving the feedback. And I just think the rollout is smart, and I think everything they're saying makes a lot of sense to me. And so, yes, I agree with user1234 that I'm pretty positive about the future of actually, I'm very positive about the future of the game. I mean, if they do this and everything, and the gear levels and relics become scalable, and then they can develop more stuff actually in the game, that makes me feel really, really good about the future of the game. So, there you go. My biggest issue is actually how CG communicated the changes along with my kind of disregarding a lot of the feedback from the community. Well, they haven't implemented it yet. I guess that's my point, is they haven't implemented it. It's not been implemented. They're not disregarding the feedback to the community. They put it out there. They're making adjustments. They're making changes. They're listening to guys, I don't know if you're aware. Relic Delta is not in game yet, and the reason is they wanted to hear what the community thought, and they wanted to hear what content creators thought of how it functioned. So they're actively listening and taking the feedback. The feedback to never change anything is never going to be accepted by any business, and it should not be. If you guys want my channel to look the same 5 years from now as it looks right now, you can just take a walk. Go pound sand. This channel's gonna look different in 5 years than it looks now. I've been doing this for 5 years, and my evolution over time has been, I mean, go look at the first videos I put out. It's insane. It is insane, the changes that I guess I gotta get some relic levels on those Phoenix. So, nah, the feedback that says don't change anything, everything is fine, just go pound sand. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen, period. If the game you are playing never changes, you are playing a dead game. So, there. Right, Heroes Night. CG have gone to a lot of effort to consult the community. I don't think they'd have used up resources consulting us if they weren't at least going to take that into account. Right, right.